Hey guys, what's up? It's Static here, and right at the start of this gameplay, I want to explain why I've been inactive. But before I start explaining that, I want to explain what the gameplay is. It's a hardcore M16 MOAB that I got quite a while ago. It's not the fastest gameplay, but it's a hardcore MOAB. I mean, it's really fun, especially because in hardcore you definitely don't want to be using specialists. But I'll get back into that later on in the gameplay. So one of the major reasons why I've been inactive was because I was on vacation. I was in Florida for about 2 weeks, just having fun. We started off in Fort Lauderdale, took a cruise to the Bahamas, and spent the rest of my time, in Miami. And I wasn't able to make commentaries, and if I even was able to make commentaries, I wouldn't have been able to upload them. But all right, now another reason why I was inactive was because my computer standards, they're not really capable of editing the kind of commentaries that I want to make. My old computer, the only kind of real software I could use was Windows Movie Maker, and honestly, Windows Movie Maker is terrible. It's probably one of the worst editing systems I've ever used. I mean, I'll have so much hard drive space, and it'll say that it can't render. It'll say Windows cannot save to specified location, and I'll try so hard because I'm rendering it in HD because I found these new output plugins where I could render it in HD, but it still wouldn't save. But I've been working this summer, and now I got enough money to get a new laptop, and now I can make commentaries for you guys. Alright, so let me go over hardcore and what you would want to do in hardcore. So in hardcore, you have limited HUD, extra bullet damage, which is pretty much just reduced health, and friendly fire is directed back at you. So it's hardcore ricochet. So if you shoot a teammate, the bullets come back at you, which I honestly think is pretty stupid. It really annoys me that a teammate will run right in front of me and I'll kill myself, or a teammate will shoot at me, shoot right past my head, and then I'll turn around in reaction and shoot him by accident. I'll either die or I'll lose my ballistic vest. I think that's really annoying. But what you want to do in hardcore, if you want to go for a MOAB or on any kind of high kill streak, you definitely do not want to use specialist because of that because of that extra bullet damage. In hardcore you only have 30% of the health that you would in core. So what you want to do is you want to run UAV ballistic vest. UAV because in hardcore on your own you don't have your mini map as an HUD. I mean, you don't even need to show. You don't even really need it to show where the enemies are. You just really need it. You can use it to show where your teammates are if you're if you're playing hardcore team deathmatch. One perk that I would definitely use in hardcore is Sit Rep Pro, because in this game mode, the only kind of way you can detect where people is by sound, and you know what? Thinking about it, that's pretty much one of the only ways you can figure it out, because lots of people like to run assassin, so even if you call in a UAV, you might not be able to see them right at the start. But another thing that you're going to want to do, like I said, run ballistic vests, because ballistic vests, they probably give you enough health to survive if you were playing core, and that's really important. So if you're running without a ballistic vest trying to get a MOAB, you're pretty much just running around like a chicken with its head cut off. And I'm sorry, Woody, I used your catchphrase. I'm very sorry. But let's see. All right, I want to talk about the updates that happened to all the guns. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, it didn't happen because there was no patch," but it just happened, and you didn't need a patch. All right, so the FAD has increased damage and range, which is amazing. The M16 has increased damage and fire rate, which is also really good. And the AK-47 has reduced kick. That's just amazing. I mean, the AK's damage is okay. It's a 3-shot, barely a 3-shot, because it has 49 damage per bullet up close. So up close it's gonna kill in 3 shots, but then the recoil is better. Now you can use a setup like silencer, extended mags, and then when you get kick, the recoil will probably just be on your side. The UMP has increased damage, and that's just great because the recoil, the recoil isn't that much of a problem, but at longer ranges, it's an issue, because I remember back in Modern Warfare 2, the UMP pretty much had no problems because its recoil was very slight, and its damage was amazing, especially if you use stopping power at close range and long range. It was just amazing. Alright, the MP5 has an increased fire rate. Oh my god. Now, usually I'll run MP5 extended mags rapid fire, but that's just because I really like using that setup, and I know I ran out of time with the gameplay, but I'm just gonna keep going. And the PM9 has reduced kick. That is just probably the biggest change that you'll probably ever see, because the PM9, its recoil was horrendous. I mean, what I would do is I would just run steady aim and hip fire the entire time. But now that the recoil is been reduced, maybe we can have a change. And alright guys, that's it. It was a MOAB, hardcore MOAB on Underground. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you liked it, then subscribe, and I'll be back with more commentary. So peace out guys, it's been Static here. I'm out.